Good day, everyone. This is Patrick from EasyFX Code Training System, and it's Saturday, 12th of February, 2022, and this is the weekly technical analysis for spot gold and dollar yen for the third week of February. Let's begin with spot gold, where you will see a sharp bullish move on Friday, and that happened late on Friday. After a bounce off the support at the lower channel trend line, and after attempting to break out through this resistance zone on the Thursday, but was impeded with better than expected US CPI data, which should have actually pulled the price lower, back down lower, but due to fears of a potential war between Russia and Ukraine, and this prompted a flight to safety for spot gold as well as the Japanese yen. And let's take a look on the shorter time frame. On the 1 hour, you can see that this was the major breakout that happened at 2 a.m., 2 to 3 a.m. Local Singapore time, which is about 1 p.m. to 1 to 2 p.m. US Eastern, and rallied through to the daily R3 pivot level, and continued higher to set a high, intraday high at 1865.50 before pausing just so in just the last couple of hours of the Friday of the week, it rallied back up with as President Biden was highlighting that potential war may happen in coming days. Okay, let's go back to the daily time frame. And this has now broken through a longer term upper trend line of a symmetrical triangle here. So this is really a bullish breakout. And if fears are continuing the early part of next week, this could continue to rally to test this swing high at 1877. Okay. So this is definitely in a very bullish mode. Let's go back to the daily time frame. And we'll need to move this over to, this will be now a support zone. And let's move this up here to the swing high as a key resistance. Move this up for now. So if I move this up here, then you can actually find a bullish continuation move right up to 1881 at the 162 Fib extension. And that could also align with the upper channel trend line. Okay, so this swing high is at the 1877. Within that zone. All right, and the US CPI data came out stronger than expected, so that's why the concerns of further rate hikes coming up in March. That was the impact on the Thursday, but that was quickly overrun by Friday. So this coming week, there's the PPI and retail sales figures coming up, as well as the Philly Fed. But on Wednesday as well, there's the FOMC meeting minutes. So that will give us some insight as to whether additional info on whether it's going to be 0.25 or 25 basis points hike, or whether it's going to be a significant 50 basis points hike. So with the higher than expected CPI inflation, so it could be 50 basis points first off coming in March. Let's also check again on the weekly time frame, and yes, so it does pull back. That's the support level, back to retest the swing high here. Okay, I think that should be fine. Let's take a look at the US dollar index. And it's creeping up higher after the previous week strong retracement back down to test the lows. And Thursday was a volatile day for the CPI data, but it managed to gap up on Friday, so that's a bullish move, closed the gap and continued higher. So it's starting to try to push up higher. Let's see, we may not need this fib anymore. So it's creeping back up above the 50 fib. Take this one out. Let's just use the previous extension, and it's heading for the 162 fib extension, as well as attempting to retest this swings high up here. So can have that support there. This will now change to a support zone just below the daily 55 EMA. Okay, so we'll see what happens next week. It could just consolidate and move into this trading zone for next week and settle around the 162 Fib. Okay, let's move back to dollar against Japanese yen, where with the flight to safety late on Friday, that also caused the Japanese yen to strengthen against the US dollar. And let's take a look on it. 1 hour time frame as well, and that's probably the same timing. Yes, that's the same timing as the spot gold, where stock market has also dropped with fears of a potential war breaking out, and then the flight to safety to Japanese yen as well. So this happened at the same time. Okay, so back on the daily time frame, and resistance is still holding, and it did climb up through this resistance zone. So now it's coming back to retest it and coming back down to the 115 support zone. So there could be further bearish move to test the 50 Fib. So this resistance zone could still hold. That's at the 78.6 Fib retracement. Okay. So we'll see whether there's any impact from the Federal Reserve meeting minutes and to the US dollar, and as well as spot gold and dollar yen. But for the early half of the week, there could be further fears of potential war, so that flight to safety could continue. Okay, so for now, we'll have to watch the movement of these two safe haven pairs here. Okay, so do check out my other videos on the other major pairs, and have a safe week and a good trading week, and cheers for now.